A lot is happening with Comet Atlas right now. As perhaps the most mysterious interstellar object in recorded history reaches its most critical phase, perihelion, scientists are receiving extraordinary data in real time from space-based observatories. And what's emerging from this data is not just surprising, it's deeply perplexing. On October 29, 2025, at exactly 7:47 a.m. Eastern Time, Atlas reached the closest point to our Sun in its orbital trajectory. This moment, known as perihelion, is when solar heating is at its peak, often leading to violent fragmentation or massive outgassing in traditional comets. But what's happening now? According to newly published findings by Harvard astrophysicist Loeb, something utterly unprecedented is unfolding. A sudden, unexplainable brightness surge. In his latest report, Loeb outlines that Atlas has experienced a rapid surge in brightness, far exceeding the typical rate seen in even the most volatile Oort cloud comets at similar solar distances. This brightness surge is so intense, so rapid, that it completely breaks predictive models. Even more astonishingly, Atlas now appears distinctly bluer than our Sun. Loeb has officially classified this transformation as the 9th documented anomaly of this so-called impossible object. And he's now asking a question that may reshape our understanding of energy, propulsion, and even technology in the universe. Does Atlas employ an energy source hotter than our star? Real-time perihelion data. As you're reading or watching this, Atlas is being bombarded by 770 watts per square meter of intense solar radiation, the full force of our Sun's output at such a close range. Any typical comet exposed to this level of heat would be undergoing catastrophic fragmentation. But Atlas isn't breaking apart. There's a problem, though. Just as this crucial moment of perihelion occurred, Atlas slipped into solar conjunction on October 21st, positioning it directly behind the Sun as seen from Earth. That means terrestrial telescopes can't see it. It's completely hidden from ground-based observation. Fortunately, multiple space-based solar observatories were ready. A fleet of instruments, including Stereo A, SOHO, and GOES 19 coronagraphs, were able to monitor Atlas throughout this otherwise invisible phase. The data they've returned in real time is nothing short of astonishing, and it defies the known laws of physics. Data that shouldn't exist. The latest round of images and readings from these space-based observatories shows something that simply should not exist. According to their readings, Atlas is exhibiting a brightness increase pattern that is wholly anomalous. It doesn't fit into any known cometary model. In fact, it stands in complete contradiction to our current understanding of how natural bodies behave under solar influence. The most telling statement comes directly from scientists involved in the study. The reason for Atlas's rapid brightness increase remains obscure. That phrase, remains obscure, isn't just a scientific formality. It's an admission. The brightest minds in astrophysics are acknowledging that they have no current explanation for what they are witnessing. A structure the size of the Earth-Moon system. Even more mind-bending is the scale of the phenomenon being detected. The CCOR-1 coronagraph, a high-precision imaging instrument, has captured a bright envelope extending over 300,000 kilometers around Atlas. That's roughly the distance from the Earth to the Moon. This luminous cloud, or energetic structure, seems to envelop the object completely, similar in scale to the carbon dioxide plume observed earlier in August. We're no longer talking about a small dust tail or a gas trail. We're talking about a glowing structure on the scale of planetary systems. Anomaly. 9. The impossible blue color. But perhaps the most revolutionary detail, the one that could change everything, is this. Atlas now appears bluer than the Sun itself. This data has been confirmed by LASCO and CCOR-1 coronagraphs. And as Loeb explains in his analysis, this observation is not just rare, it is profoundly troubling from a physics standpoint. Under normal conditions, cosmic dust should redden scattered sunlight due to the known properties of scattering. Objects far colder than the Sun, as comets inherently are, should reflect longer, redder wavelengths. But Atlas is defying that rule. It is glowing in shorter, higher energy blue wavelengths, which imply either extremely high temperatures or the existence of unknown reflective or energetic processes. Loeb further emphasizes the gravity of this transformation. Previous observations showed Atlas with a distinctly reddish hue. This dramatic shift to blue is deeply puzzling and unprecedented. Let that sink in. Due to gravitational forces, most objects are expelled from their origin systems and follow predictable trajectories. But Atlas breaks this rule, and with astonishingly low probability. Fourth anomaly: perfect timing. Atlas arrived with extraordinary precision, passing close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter in succession. Yet, during the most crucial moment, Perihelion, its closest approach to the Sun, it remained completely invisible from Earth. It's like a tourist visiting 3 major cities in a country, yet somehow avoiding every airport security camera. The temporal precision of this sequence is extremely rare, rarer than winning the lottery. Fifth anomaly: factory composition. Spectral analysis revealed that Atlas contains far more nickel than iron, a composition typical of industrial metal alloys created on Earth. Natural comets should contain a random mix of metals, like a cosmic soup. But Atlas appears to follow a specific recipe, as though someone carefully selected the ingredients. The odds of this composition occurring naturally are incredibly low. Sixth anomaly: dry as a desert comets are often described as dirty snowballs, typically 80–90% water ice. Yet Atlas contains only 4% water, making it drier than Earth's driest deserts. It's like discovering an iceberg that's almost entirely made of rock. This challenges the very definition of a comet, suggesting it might not be natural at all. Seventh anomaly: impossible. Polarized light. Atlas displayed a polarization pattern never seen in any natural object. Polarization acts like light's fingerprint. Each type of surface creates a unique one. Atlas's fingerprint does not match any known natural surface, not even Borisov, the only confirmed interstellar comet. It's as if Atlas's identity doesn't exist in nature's entire database. Eighth anomaly: connection to the 1977 Mystery Atlas came from the same direction as the famous "wow" signal of 1977, the most mysterious radio transmission ever recorded, and one many consider the strongest candidate for alien contact. The directional match between these two phenomena, separated by nearly half a century, is shockingly precise, as if they both point to the same cosmic address. The probability of this being a coincidence is extraordinarily low. Ninth anomaly: hotter than our star Atlas now appears bluer than the Sun. According to astrophysicist Avi Loeb, this suggests Atlas may possess an internal energy source hotter than our Sun's 5,800 Kelvin. Imagine finding a candle that burns brighter than a bonfire. Such behavior implies advanced technology, far beyond anything humanity has developed. The mist mapping opportunity Avi Loeb calculated a missed opportunity that borders on tragic. Had Earth been on the opposite side of its orbit, we could have mapped Atlas using radar. In that alternate position, Atlas would have passed just 54 million kilometers from Earth, well within range of radar imaging. We could have obtained direct size measurements and 3D images of its rotating shape. Sadly, even during its closest approach in December, radar detection will remain impossible. The astronomical impossibility. When all these anomalies are multiplied together, the probability of them occurring naturally is estimated at less than 1 in 10 quadrillion. To put it in perspective, it's statistically more likely to win the lottery 15 times in a row than for this sequence of events to happen by chance. From a statistical perspective, the odds are nothing short of staggering. It is more likely for someone to win the lottery 15 times in a row than for all the observed anomalies surrounding Comet Atlas to occur naturally. And yet, here we are, witnessing something so improbable, so unprecedented, that it may soon redefine not just astronomy, but our very place in the cosmos. Right now, Atlas is re-emerging from behind our star, making its return to the field of view of terrestrial telescopes just after sunset. Like a ghost stepping out from behind the veil of the sun, it will begin to reveal its secrets once more. But this time, the world is watching. On December 19th, 2025, Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth. This moment will be pivotal, not just for astronomers, but for all of humanity. Both the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope are already scheduled to lock their sights onto this mysterious object. Dozens of ground-based observatories around the globe will also coordinate to capture every spectral detail, every flicker, and every deviation from the expected. It will be a global astronomical operation, the likes of which we've never seen before. Current projections suggest that Atlas will emerge from Perihelion, its closest approach to the Sun, even brighter than before. This would be highly unusual. Most comets lose brightness as they move away from the Sun, shedding dust and gas in a final luminous gasp. But if Atlas defies that trend and grows even more radiant, it will add yet another mystery to its already unexplainable profile. As Dr. Avi Loeb has emphasized, this moment demands serious attention. We must collect as much data as humanly possible, not just to satisfy curiosity, but to understand the true nature of this anomalous visitor. Because if Atlas is not natural, if it contains or exhibits artificial properties or behavior, the implications would be enormous. We could be looking at the first verified contact with alien technology. Think about that for a moment. If Atlas contains a mechanism or structure capable of generating internal energy hotter than our own sun's 5,800 Kelvin, it suggests a level of technological mastery far beyond our current capabilities. Such a system would be able to bend the laws of energy distribution, light emission, and thermodynamics as we understand them. In simple terms, it would mean we are not the most advanced civilization in the universe. We might be living through the most important moment in the history of astronomy, and perhaps in the history of humanity itself. 9 statistically impossible anomalies have already been documented, from Atlas's unusual dry composition and industrial-level metal ratios, to its perfect orbital alignment, its bizarre blue hue, and the staggering directional match with the 1977 WOW signal, a potential extraterrestrial radio transmission. And now, this possible internal energy source, apparently superior to our Sun, has raised the stakes even higher. These clues, taken together, form a picture that cannot be ignored. Atlas may be about to answer the greatest question our species has ever asked. Are we alone? This isn't just another icy rock passing silently through our solar system. If the data we collect confirms what early indicators are suggesting, we may be on the verge of the first definitive proof of extraterrestrial intelligence. A moment that would fundamentally shift how we understand life, intelligence, and our place in the universe. Everything from religion and philosophy to science and technology would be rewritten, perhaps overnight. The next 50 days, culminating in December's critical close approach, represent a unique window in human history. Never before have we had the opportunity to study a cosmic object with so many technological red flags, and never with tools as powerful as those we now possess. The Webb telescope, capable of peering into the atmospheres of exoplanets, will turn its gaze to something much closer, and possibly far more shocking. If Atlas performs any maneuvers, emits structured signals, or shows behavior that defies natural law, we will be forced to confront a truth long confined to science fiction. We may no longer be the sole architects of intelligence in the known universe. But even if the answer turns out to be natural, if some unknown process explains all 9 anomalies, it would still revolutionize science. Our understanding of physics, comet formation, interstellar objects, and cosmic chemistry would leap forward dramatically. It would mean that the universe is far more complex and strange than we ever imagined, even without the need for alien intervention. What makes this all the more astonishing is that we are watching it unfold in real time. This isn't ancient evidence buried under layers of sediment or a mysterious signal picked up decades ago. This is happening right now as you read these words. Atlas is flying through our solar system, displaying characteristics that challenge every known rule, and the world is watching. The global scientific community is on high alert. Radio telescopes are scanning for potential transmissions. Optical telescopes are analyzing every flicker of light, every color shift. Infrared instruments are looking for heat signatures. And even government agencies are starting to get involved, providing access to classified data in an unprecedented show of collaboration. Everyone understands what's at stake. No matter what the final analysis reveals, whether Atlas is artificial or simply the strangest natural object we've ever seen, December 2025 will be remembered. It will be the month when we, as a species, had our best chance to answer the most profound question ever posed. Are we alone in the universe? So stay tuned, stay curious, because this isn't just a moment in science. This is history being written in the stars. And for the first time, it's being broadcast live, directly into our homes, our headlines, and our hearts.